Also, proper planning, budgeting, execution of the plan, supervision, and ensuring delivery of our plan.
8 years later, has Governor Peter Obi's administration performed to par? Has he met his own expectations? Here are the facts. You draw the conclusions. Fact: essentially, he has restored relative peace to the state, creating an enabling environment for inflow of investments and new industries. Fact: he has constructed and rehabilitated over 900 kilometers of roads, giving Anambra perhaps the best rural network of roads in Nigeria. Fact: he has opened up communities with the construction of 28 bridges that have enhanced economic activity across the state. Fact: he has revamped the health sector with the construction of the Anambra State University Teaching Hospital and giving grants to missionary health institutions to enhance service delivery. Now, these institutions have gained accreditation. Fact: he returns schools to the missionaries and still funds them, which has influenced the rise in the standard of education in the state. Fact: he was the first to build 2 mini stadia in the state. Fact: he has built the first state secretariat since the creation of state. Fact: he has helped light up Anambra, as it were, by distributing over 1,000 transformers.
I can tell you that so many people who have emerged as candidates today probably did not even finish paying. Yeah, because of their expression on nation funds fee.
So it was competence first.
Oh yeah, so the Labour Party has taken into consideration first and foremost competence. Yeah, people that have capacity to be able to win an election, not necessarily the monetary aspect. Because what we know about election is that it's always a crowd-funded issue. That is election. So it's not about how much I can put on the table. Because you have the spread, you have the capacity, intellect, you have the crowd, you know.
Okay, but let me ask you this. I'm very big on structure. It's one thing to have an idea, to be able to be competent, to have capacity and capability to carry out, duties, or the awareness that we've seen amongst young persons. It's one thing to have. I've spoken to national youth leaders of other parties, or youth leaders from other parties, and one challenge that they have outrightly talked about is the party structure not very accommodating for young people to be able to do so much, and for the country and for government. How is Labour Party different in that regard?
Yeah, I think Labour Party is beginning to show the road, beginning to show the light. Now, why are we here? This summit is organized basically the coalition group. Now, these are a group of 13 different groups that came together under one umbrella as a coalition. This is an initiative of the coalition group. It's possible. So basically what we have done as a party is to ensure that all the support groups across the length and breadth of this country are brought into the fold. Now, they have become a mini or unit cells of the party. Because you agree with me that the support groups, they exist in different states, in different local government. Yeah. So we have done deliberately now, upon their registration with the party, they become a parcel of the party. We have given them certificates to enable them to carry out their activities at their own level. Now, in the days ahead, like I say, you begin to see the Labour Party insignia, our logo, our flag, posted in all of these offices that is owned by the support group. So the structures have basically become the structure of Labour Party. So when people talk about Labour Party not having structure, of course, you and I today will agree that Labour Party has structure. But as a party, I say this always, the structures of the parties are the National Working Committee, the State Executive Council, the Local Government Council, the Ward Council. These are the constitutional structures of the party. But you agree with me that we need more hands. Now the support groups have come to lend us that helping hand. They have expanded this structure. Again, I talk about the labor movement, the NSC, the Nigerian Labour Congress, the Trade Union Congress, TUC, and the trade unions. Now, basically, these are federal government-owned structures, as it were, because these are civil servants. But because they are labor, and the labor movement registered the Labour Party. So
there's a fusion.
So there's a fusion. Now, the labor movement, they have what called the political commission. They cut across the 774 local government and the over 8,000 political wards in Nigeria. Now, all of these structures automatically are Labour Party structure, both in structure, in terms of physical structure, both in terms of human structure. Because the human beings in all of this, the Labour movement, every civil servant in Nigeria is a main party, as it were today, as it is by constitutional provision. So we cannot now be talking about Labour Party not having structure, where in the recent we have the most structure.
Well, good to know.
Human, materials, and every
good to know. Good to know. Thank you so much. It was really very interactive with you, Comrade. And well, we'll get back to live feed from inside the summit to see what's happening. Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Thank you, all of you here at the Obedient Television, for the wonderful work you are doing.
Thank you, sir.
Again, I thank the support groups, particularly as epitomized today by the coalition group that put together this summit. I want to say a big shout out to all of them there.
Amazing.
This is strong collaboration. Thank you all.
Stay with us. We'll be back after the short break.
Say do something. Yourself will know say yes. The meaning of this party, when the Labour Party, it will really complete. And they call all the country people, not before people know what's the meaning of that party and logo. As I don't talk before, you go see and say now Papa and Pikin 9 days inside the round circle. Now that one 9 big logo for Labour Party. Thank you and God bless.
It has become imperative to quickly discuss the logo of the party. We have noticed that a lot of people who want to vote for the party, who want to support the party, do not really know the logo of the party. And therefore, it has become imperative to do this short video to draw attention to the logo of the party. Labour Party logo has a family in a way. That is father, mother, and a child. In a way, this symbolizes and means that every government policy, every action of government must be tailored towards the welfare and well-being of the people. It is the way symbolizes industry. Industry in this sense means labor. And this too is intertwined with the Peter Obi's major philosophy, a major program that is going to make Nigeria, going to convert Nigeria from consumption to production. In every productive activity, the key element or the key factor of production is human capital. For Peter Obi's project, it is key to the logo of the party. But precisely, our logo has father, mother and a child in a way. It has become necessary to bring this to your notice so that we can circulate it and get acquainted with the logo of the party. We all know that it is the logo of the party that will be on the ballot paper. And the earlier we begin to familiarize ourselves with this logo, the better for us. Thank you.
Good day, dear obedient and useful Nigerians. We are new to this Labour Party logo. Most of us get to know Labour Party because of Peter Obi. We follow Peter Obi to Labour Party. And most of us cannot specifically identify the Labour Party logo. So today, I want to explain the Labour Party logo to you.
To have a vision is another thing to have strategy for the delivery. And it's a strategy for the delivery of our vision. It is a process that allows also proper planning, budgeting, execution of the plan, supervision, and ensuring delivery of our plan.
8 years later, has Governor Peter Obi's administration performed to par? Has he met his own expectations? Here are the facts. You draw the conclusions. Fact: essentially, he has restored relative peace to the state, creating an enabling environment for inflow of investments and new industries. Fact: he has constructed and rehabilitated over 900 kilometers of roads, giving Anambra perhaps the best rural network roads in Nigeria. Fact: he has opened up communities with the construction of 28 bridges that have enhanced economic activity across the state. Fact: he has revamped the health sector with the construction of the Anambra State University Teaching Hospital and giving grants to missionary health institutions to enhance service delivery. Now, these institutions have gained accreditation. Fact: he returns schools to the missionaries and still funds them, which has influenced the rise in the standard of education in the state. Fact: he was the first to build 2 mini stadia in the state. Fact: he has built the first state secretariat since the creation of state. Fact: he has helped light up Anambra, as it were, by distributing over 1,000 transformers.
Okay, so we'll talk about more women inclusion in government. And, you know, something happened, I think it was in July, where bills that supported more women participation in politics were flagged to the National Assembly. That's happened a conversation as this current administration actually wants women in government. What do you think? How do you think the Labour Party aligns with that for you?
Okay, just from visuals, I think the representation for women covers it 30%. Okay, right? So it says that the woman is on equal footing with the man, provides the needed support, and must be included. It's labor. And even from the current structure of the National Labour Party, you can see we have really strong women that are representing us correctly. And for a Labour Party, we form almost 50% of labor in Nigeria, if not more. I would say, I mean, 2 beautiful women, and yeah, sorry. You know, so I believe Labour Party is the vehicle to get that achieved. And we will do it.
What is your perception of everything that has been on here today?
Oh, it's amazing. It's for this very first big, large summit. It's an FCT. It's a coalition. We're getting to meet each other. It's so organic. We're helping out. Everybody's like volunteering. I see it as like looking down to February and all along.
we're inviting people to join in. We're taking action. So we're forming structure.
You know, I mean, one thing that has out for me is the energy.
Exactly.
Like I said, it's a coalition of support groups, and you said it's very organic. Everyone is coming to carrying who bears what cost or whatever. People are just shining in energy, and I'm like, this is huge.
You know, what makes it a unique movement is that no one has to convince the other to join the
Right.
movement.
To have a vision is another thing to have strategy for the delivery. And it's a strategy for the delivery of our vision. It is a process that allows also proper planning, budgeting, execution of the plan, supervision, and ensuring delivery of our plan.
8 years later, has Governor Peter Obi's administration performed to par? Has he met his own expectations? Here are the facts, you draw the conclusions. Fact, essentially, he has restored relative peace to the state, creating an enabling environment for inflow of investments and new industries. Fact, he has constructed and rehabilitated over 900 kilometers of roads, giving Anambra perhaps the best rural network roads in Nigeria. Fact, he has opened up communities with the construction of 28 bridges that have enhanced economic activity across the state. Fact, he has revamped the health sector with the construction of the Anambra State University Teaching Hospital and giving grants to missionary health institutions to enhance service delivery. Now, these institutions have gained accreditation. Fact, he returns schools to the missionaries and still funds them, which has influenced the rise in the standard of education in the state. Fact, he was the first to build 2 mini stadia in the state. Fact, he has built the first state secretariat since the creation of state. Fact, he has helped light up Anambra as it were by distributing over 1,000 transformers.
To have a vision is another thing to have strategy for the delivery. And it's a strategy for the delivery of our vision. It is a process that allows also proper planning, budgeting, execution of the plan, supervision, and ensuring delivery of our plan.
8 years later, has Governor Peter Obi's administration performed to par? Has he met his own expectations? Here are the facts, you draw the conclusions. Fact, essentially, he has restored relative peace to the state, creating an enabling environment for inflow of investments and new industries. Fact, he has constructed and rehabilitated over 900 kilometers of roads, giving Anambra perhaps the best rural network roads in Nigeria. Fact, he has opened up communities with the construction of 28 bridges that have enhanced economic activity across the state. Fact, he has revamped the health sector with the construction of the Anambra State University Teaching Hospital and giving grants to missionary health institutions to enhance service delivery. Now, these institutions have gained accreditation. In fact, he returns schools to the missionaries and still funds them, which has influenced the rise in the standard of education in the state. In fact, he was the first to build 2 mini stadia in the state. In fact, he has built the first state secretariat since the creation of state. In fact, he has helped light up Anambra as it were by distributing over 1,000 transformers.
Wanting to have a vision is rather than to have a strategy for the delivery. And it's the strategy for the delivery of our vision. It is the process that allows us proper planning, budgeting, execution of the plan, supervision, and ensuring delivery of our plan.
8 years later, has Governor Peter Obi's administration performed to par? Has he met his own expectations? Here are the facts, you draw the conclusions. Fact, essentially, he has restored relative peace to the state, creating an enabling environment for inflow of investments and new industries. Fact, he has constructed and rehabilitated over 900 kilometers of roads, giving Anambra perhaps the best rural network roads in Nigeria. Fact, he has opened up communities with the construction of 28 bridges that have enhanced economic activity across the state. Fact, he has revamped the health sector with the construction of the Anambra State University Teaching Hospital and giving grants to missionary health institutions to enhance service delivery. Now, these institutions have gained accreditation. In fact, he returns schools to the missionaries and still funds them, which has influenced the rise in the standard of education in the state. In fact, he was the first to build 2 mini stadia in the state. In fact, he has built the first state secretariat since the creation of state. In fact, he has helped light up Anambra as it were by distributing over 1,000 transformers.
it has become necessary to bring this to your notice so that we can circulate it and get acquainted with the logo of the party. We all know that it is the logo of the party that will be on the ballot paper, and the earlier we begin to familiarize ourselves with this logo, the better for us. Thank you.
Ba mu nasara, mun gode, sai kun zo. To jama'a, wannan faɗakarwa ne daga jam'iyyar Labour Party. Muna so magoya bayanmu da waɗanda suke kaunan ci gaban ƙasar nan su sani jam'iyyar Labour Party jam'iyya ne ta iyali. Shi sanya alamanmu za ku ganta uwa, uba da ɗa. Sannan kuma manufarmu shine mu ga mun kawo shugabanci a ƙasar nan, mun kawo shugabanni waɗanda za su tabbatar da ci gaban al'umma. Shi sa za ku ga uwa da uba da ɗa suna zagaye ne a cikin wani wili. Wannan wilin ma'anansa shine ci gaba, ci gaba. Ta yaya za a yi ƙasa ta ci gaba? Sai idan an raya, an inganta rayuwar al'umma. Rayuwar al'umma kuma tana farawa ne daga rayuwar iyali. Saboda haka jama'a ku sani, alamar ta jam'iyyar Labour Party shine uba, uwa, ɗa, kuma suna cikin zagaye wanda yake an sa shi a cikin a ci gaba. Alamar ta jam'iyyar Labour Party uwa, uba, ɗa, mai jam'iyya mai iyali. Muna ƙara godiya ga jama'anmu waɗanda 'yan jam'iyya da masoya da magoya bayan wannan jam'iyya ta mu ta Labour Party, da kuma masoya da magoya bayan su waɗannan 'yan takara namu a wato Peter Obi da Baba-Ahmed abokin takarar shi, sannan da sauran 'yan takara na sanata da majalisar wakilai da gwamnoninmu waɗanda kuma suke tara har na majalisar jihohi. Muna so mu gaya ma al'umma cewa jam'iyyar nan ta dukufa haikan ta ga ta fitar da tsare-tsare da zai kawo haɗaka a tsakaninmu da magoya bayan. Mun yarda da cewa muna da rauni, saboda haka mun fahimci a tafiya da al'umma, tafiya da jama'a zai kyautata mana, saboda haka muna roƙon su hakuri da mu. Ba da daɗewa ba shugaban jam'iyyar nan wato barista Julius Abure ya ba da dama a kan cewa duk shugabannin shashi wato national vice chairman za su zagaya jihohin da ke ƙarƙashinsu domin su haɗu da magoya bayan tafiyar nan. So in an haɗu da magoya bayan tafiyar nan za a yi tsare-tsare inda yake za a shigar da su cikin tsarin jam'iyya muna roƙo.
Now, we still have to continue talking about youth governance, the message from His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, and everybody members that concern Labour Party and the good structure of Nigerian youth.
Right. You know, just before you came on board, we talked about youth participation. We had, you know, various members from different support groups gathered here. And as I mentioned, you know, something has really stuck in my mind all through, you know, prior to now. You see the energy. I mean, people are doing these things without necessarily waiting for anyone to say, oh, I'm going to pay you. People are churning out in mass to give their support. We just had a representative from, of course, Nigerians in diaspora. And I'm saying, look, these ones over there are actively involved. Everyone wants to be a part of it. Everyone wants to join the big movement. Now, he did mention that the principle of the party, okay, the Nigeria is contagious. And that got me thinking, is that true?
Yes, I think everywhere you go, you hear the. I think, you know what's funny? I was on my way to work. I was in a cab, and then the cab driver just asked me, "Ma, I'm sorry, I just want to ask you something. Are you obedient?" And I was like, "Oh, really? Okay, are you?" I was like, "Okay, because I mean, we have to keep spreading the word. Everybody has to take back the country." I'm so amazed as to even an ordinary Nigerian. Because I think we're at the point in the culture where, you know what, the thing they say, when you are pushed to the wall, you have no option to push back. Right. When your back is against the wall, you have to push back. And I think that's where a lot of Nigerians are at this point, and that's why we're seeing the kind of awakening that we're seeing in Nigerians.
That's why I also said earlier that everyone has been affected negatively.
Yeah.
And the positive aspect of being affected is just on a very little amount.
One thing to have a vision is another thing to have a strategy for the delivery. And it's the strategy for the delivery of our vision. It is the process that allows also proper planning, budgeting, execution of the plan, supervision, and ensuring delivery of our plan.
8 years later, has Governor Peter Obi's administration performed to par? Has he met his own expectations? Here are the facts. You draw the conclusions. Fact: essentially, he has restored relative peace to the state, creating an enabling environment for inflow of investments and new industries. Fact: he has constructed and rehabilitated over 900 kilometers of roads, giving Anambra perhaps the best rural network of roads in Nigeria. Fact: he has opened up communities with the construction of 28 bridges that have enhanced economic activity across the state. Fact: he has revamped the health sector with the construction of the Anambra State University Teaching Hospital and giving grants to missionary health institutions to enhance service delivery. Now, these institutions have gained accreditation. Fact: he returns schools to the missionaries and still funds them, which has influenced the rise in the standard of education in the state. Fact: he was the first to build 2 mini stadia in the state. Fact: he has built the first state secretariat since the creation of state. Fact: he has helped light up Anambra, as it were, by distributing over 1,000 transformers.
Getting science and the science of wonders, and ladies and gentlemen,
If we want peace and security, we say we don't tire. Everything don't scatter. The time don't come more to make Nigeria great. Let prosperity reign in our nation. Let's build together. Make things better. Now we could change our Niger. It don't do what we don't suffer. Sote. No matter your tribe, no matter your religion, get your PVC for Peter Obi for president.
Dignity there for labor.
With Peter Obi and Baba-Ahmed, with Peter Obi, a new Nigeria.
Vote Peter Obi. Baba-Ahmed Labour Party.
Now we have started in earnest. He is very much around with just on the message, but this is great expectations. If I have my way, I have a gentleman. Can I tell you what? In the last 20 years, those who have reoccupied as presidents have had their chairman of the state. All the parties. Think about it. And it is true. It is not out of place that our own Labour Party, by spiritual and divine intervention, have gotten their own national leader and national chairman from Edo State. Now we have the Director General of P2B Campaign Organization, Dr. Doyin. You know very well that this is your party. These are the people whom you are going to work with. The chairman knows very well, doesn't take it for granted, and that's the reason he's here. Shall we be upstanding, raise our hand, and take our Labour Party anthem? It is time now. The Labour Party anthem. If you're a mole here, don't sing. If you sing, the spirit will catch you. No, so. If you are not in truth and in spirit a laborer, you will be in vain.
Labour Party! Forever! Labour Party! Forever! Forward ever! Backward! Thank you so much. It is our passion that whenever we go out, we sing our party anthem. And I know all of us here, if you don't know it, I'm going to teach you and we sing it together. It goes like this. Labour Party is our own. Labour Party is our party. Nigeria go better when Labour Party on the road. That is the best version of it. And the second version is, we have decided to form a party. We have decided for Labour Party. We have decided to save Nigeria. No going back. No going back. Are we on the same page? Yes, sir. Are we on the same page? Yes, sir. Time to go. The next one. Labour Party. Nigeria.
It's my pleasure then to bring in our brother and friend, the father of the party, and I have to call the spirit of the people in the kingdom of Edo State. And I have to say, the chairman is really cooperating and coordinating with his team. While the chairman is ready to go, I say, sir.
His Excellency, our own presidential candidate, Peter Gregory Obi, our own vice presidential candidate, that's Baba-Ahmed, the National Secretary, and other NWC members here present. My own president, the president of the Working Pool of Nigeria, our own comrades, Ayuba Waba, ably represented by Comrade Uche Ekwe, who is also a candidate under the party for Enugu West Senatorial District. The president of TUD, who has 2 minutes on his way, all candidates of our party here present, the Director General of our campaign, Dr. Doyin Okupe, all party chieftains, all traditional rulers here present, the various support groups, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I perhaps thought it's very convenient to start this welcome address by first appreciating all the support groups here present. Without sounding modest, I want to appreciate you profusely from the bottom of my heart for the wonderful job the various support groups are doing for this political movement that will change the political narratives in Nigeria. I want to say that the momentum we have gathered today at the level of the Labour Party, and as well as for the candidates, I give credit and kudos to the various support groups. This is the first time in the history of the country that 5 passionate men and women who have taken their destinies in their hands in order to rescue and change the political narratives in the country. While PDP and APC will give money to assemble them, we have not given any of these support groups any one line. for them to organize themselves. It has kindled my hope, it has given me the hope that Nigeria will once more work again. I am indeed profusely grateful to the support groups, where we didn't have, because the law didn't allow us to do a number of things as a political party. The support groups took over the challenge and are doing things on our behalf. That's it. A lot of them are here today. They didn't know how they found themselves here. We only made the announcements that we needed the support groups to be here. And they are here in their houses. They are here in their nests. I am very, 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 very proud of you. Well, the duty before us is a patriotic duty. I say so because the country is in disarray. The country is at the brink of collapse. Nothing is working in the country. Today, the high level of insecurity is ravaging our dear country. Today, as we speak, you cannot travel from Abuja to Kaduna without the fear of being attacked. It has degenerated to the extent that even aircrafts are being attacked. Train stations are being attacked. You can equally not travel from here, from Abuja to Okupe, to Mina. Insecurity is ravaging the country every now and then. And this is the very least that the government can provide for its people. The Constitution provides that the principal purpose of government is to provide for security and welfare for her citizens. Today, Nigerians are not asking for security. We are not asking for welfare, because that is out of the question. Nigerians are simply saying, secure our lives, and every other thing will take care of it. Even that minimum, Nigerians do not have it. The economy is gone. There is hunger in the land. There is poverty in the land. There is unemployment everywhere, which is one of the reasons we also have high level of insecurity in the land. And this today has trust on us. History has entrusted on us the responsibility to rescue our country. I'm therefore happy that our young men and women, the various support groups here present, and indeed the Labour Party leadership, our presidential candidate Peter Abure, we have all taken this task which history has put on us to change the leadership of Nigeria and change the political history of this country. It is indeed a clarion call that we have no choice but to respond to, and I'm happy that Nigerians today are determined to take back their country. It is indeed not an easy task. I appreciate the fact that we have indeed made some progress in this quest to take back the country, to rescue the country from those who have held it hostage, who have held it captive over the years. We have indeed made some progress, but I dare say that we have a lot of work to do. They say we have no structure, but I know that human beings are the structure. I know that Comr know that we indeed have structure. When we started the Oshomole campaign in 2006, that was how they were laughing at us, that Labour Party had no structure. But in 2007, they knew that we had structure. And I'm sure there will be a repeat of it come 2023.
Yes, sir.
It is even better for your opponent to underrate you. It is even better for them to take us for granted. It is good for us. So let them assume that we have no structure. But time will tell.
Yes, sir.
The election of 2023 will tell. The results will tell. Indeed, we have a lot of work to do. It is time for us to go back to our units, to go and canvass of the party at that level. Politics, they say, is local. Politics, they say, is not in the internet. It's not in the urban centers. It is indeed local. And this is where we have the greatest challenge and the great work that we need to do today. That is why I want to appeal to the various support groups that it is time for us to go back to the basis. It is time for us to go back to our various polling units. It is time for us to go back to our works and begin to canvass for the party. It is time for us to reorganize. The capacity the support groups have shown in organizing themselves in these magnitudes, it is time for us to reach it at the unit polling unit level and at the ward level. For us as a party, we have commenced the process of realigning all the support groups along the structure of the party. The National Vice Chairman embarked on tour for the past 1 week to carry out town hall meetings with all the support groups in order to realign them and bring them within the structure of the party. For those who want to be members of the party are free to do so. For those who want to keep their identity and work for the party can also do so. We appreciate the fact that some people want to keep their identity but want to work for the party. We appreciate all of that. At whatever level you want to support the party, go ahead. We are ready and willing to accept you. We are willing and ready to give the opportunity to work with us. I have the confidence that come next year, Labour Party will form a Labour Party office. I'm convinced beyond that we will win the election of next year. There's no doubt about it. I say so because the opportunity Nigerians have been waiting for has come. Labour Party is a brand. And I want to say that the reasons we have been having several challenges in the country is because Nigerians have not followed the party they ought to follow. When you leave human beings and you go and choose food, what do you expect? When you leave human beings and you choose umbrella, what do you expect? Labour Party is the only party that is about human beings. Labour Party is the only party that is about the people. After all, what is democracy? Democracy is governed by the people, for the people, and by the people.
Yes,
Did they say democracy is about room?
No.
Did they say democracy is about umbrella?
No.
Democracy is
government by the people, for the people, and by the people. And what is the logo of Labour Party?
Papa, Mama, Pikin.
It is because we are voting only. That is why we have also had the kind of life, the kind of people. The period that the people are waiting for. I was saying that the reason, or one of the reasons, the country has been going through challenges is because we have not embraced the party that we ought to embrace. And the time of life has come. The time for our Eldorado has come. The period of transformation has come. The period of growth and development has come. The period to move Nigeria from consumption to production has come. A new dawn has come. A new era has come. The era for the youth has come. You see, I not be old man now as national chairman. And you can also see that the vice presidential candidate is not an old man. The vice presidential candidate will not move from one hospital to another hospital. He will not be taken out of undercover to go and receive treatment abroad. His children are in school here, they are not in UK, they are not in Ghana. And the same goes for the presidential candidates, which I'm sure you all know his antecedents. When he was governor in Anambra State, his antecedents are there for you to verify. What he did in the private sector, also there in the meeting. His character and his discipline is also committed. My job today is simple to say welcome. And I say welcome. Thank you very much. We have a COB 2023 support group led by Doyin, a senior party in the making. You're welcome. God bless you. Isaac Barrett, you're all waiting. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the temperature is rising. It's rising. Boiling point. Before the August visitor walked in August, in his own place, not a strange place, temperature was like 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now it's around 80 degrees Fahrenheit. But we never started. We never start. Very shortly we'll raise the roof and take back what belongs to us. Yes, while oh, by the way, help me put your hands together for the national chairman. He did a good job. And he pushed some big home. He told us some gospel truth. He said, they say we do not have structure. They forget that to the civil engineer a structure and a building. Abi? But to the average Nigerian, a structure or structures now, people. Now people, and we have people like it. And Yorubas will tell you, and totally. The person who has people, is a rich man. No worry, we'll show them. Once again, help me put your hands together for the chairman. But he left us with one advice. He said, when we go back, we'll still do the work on the ground. We'll be doing the right and the good. If you don't want people to know you, but you still want to work, you're welcome. If you want to work and you want people to know you, you're welcome. Everybody just join hands and let's do this work. Amen. Well, very quickly we are thanking those support groups who are here, who are doing things. We started mentioning their names. The New World Order Movement, we thank you very much. The New World Order Movement, are you here? The door-to-door for Peter Obi, you are also here? As I call you, make I know say you be here. Now shout, make I hear you. Door-to-door for Peter Obi. Okay, then the Peter Obi World Movement, you here? There's one that interests me. See? Nigerians for Peter Obi Support Initiative. Okay, now. Youth okay, now. Action Alliance for Peter Obi. Okay, now. And then this one is Ordinary Nigerian Youth for Progressive Change Initiative. Okay. Ordinary Nigerian Youth for Progressive Change Initiative. And I heard one gist from Lagos. That one is very glad. It's sweetening my heart, according to my brother. Take back Nigeria. TBN, that's what they call themselves. I hear that one gentleman there gave his duplex in Festac in Lagos. 1 year rent free. He said, I'm looking at the work they do. I'm in the background. His name is Ekene Akane. Help put your hands together for him. He's also a credible voice for Obi. All of these people have been organizing themselves working. And what we are doing at this summit is to harmonize and synergize so that we will speak with one voice and together make this move very, very strong. Labour Party! Forever! Labourers! Don't forget. Now, one and they brought that. Labour Party! Forever! laborers. Yes, indeed. And at this point, co-laborers, I'm trying to take a keynote address, and this is where we begin to decipher the way to move. We start to put voice and thoughts together and strategize. And no other than one person will be doing that job. This person is a strategist. This person, well, yes, he holds his scalpels once in a while and wears stethoscope. Seen a doctor indeed. But man is seen it, I won't say all, because we all still see in the political scene in Nigeria. Let me not waste your time. Join me with one voice and hand clap to welcome Dr. Doyin Okupe. Great obedience! Great Labour Party! Great Mr. Vice President 2020. Our leader, our guide, our peer, the national chairman of this great reborn new party, the Labour Party. Before I proceed, this is the very first major public outing of this movement. What is happening in this movement, only God knows. Only God guides. Only God operates the obedient movement. Today, by His grace, I am the Director General of the Obi-Datti Campaign Organization. In that capacity, I have power and authority to run the affairs of this campaign. But today, publicly, I surrender all that power, the authority, to the God Almighty. Father Lord, neither me, nor Peter Obi, nor Obi-Datti, nor where, how to get to where we want to get to. But the all-wise God, we are the omnipotent God. We are like what David did according to Goliath. But we will, with your mercy and support, we shall conquer.
de Baba, Abamusu, Abamusu. Obi de Baba, Abamusu. Obi de Baba, Abamusu, Abamusu. Obi de Baba, Abamusu.
If we want peace and security, we say we don't tire. Everything don't scatter. The time don't come more to make Nigeria great. Let prosperity reign in our nation. Let's build together. Make we make things better. Now we could change our Niger. It don't do what we don't suffer. Sote, sote. No matter your tribe, no matter your religion, get your PVC, vote Peter Obi for president.
Dignity there for labor.
With Peter Obi and Baba-Ahmed, with Peter Obi, a new Nigeria.
Vote Peter Obi and Baba-Ahmed, Labour Party.
To have a vision is another thing to have strategy for the delivery. And it's the strategy for the delivery of our vision. It is the process that allows also proper planning, budgeting, execution of the plan, supervision, and ensuring delivery of our plan.
8 years later, has Governor Peter Obi's administration performed to par? Has he met his own expectations? Here are the facts. You draw the conclusions. Fact: essentially, he has restored relative peace to the state, creating an enabling environment for inflow of investments and new industries. Fact: he has constructed and rehabilitated over 900 kilometers of roads, giving Anambra perhaps the best rural network roads in Nigeria. Fact: he has opened up communities with the construction of 28 bridges that have enhanced economic activity across the state. Fact: he has revamped the health sector with the construction of the Anambra State University Teaching Hospital and giving grants to missionary health institutions to enhance service delivery. Now, these institutions have gained accreditation. Fact: he returns schools to the missionaries and still funds them, which has influenced the rise in the standard of education in the state. Fact: he was the first to build 2 mini stadia in the state. Fact: he has built the first state secretariat since the creation of state. Fact: he has helped light up Anambra, as it were, by distributing over 1,000 transformers.
Time for the people has come. The period that the people have been waiting for has come. The man of the moment is here. The man of the moment is here. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, this is introducing to you the man of the moment, the father of the nation. This is our own vice presidential candidate, and Dr. And I tell you, this is the time you'll be waiting for, but the main time will come. This is the vice presidential candidate that is here, and distinguished Senator Ume is also here. And I tell you sincerely, while we have given honor
to our own daddy. I can now say this is the man who has the basis for education. And that's why he has Base University. Based on what we're doing, you may be seated, the national chairman say on. That's the owner of the Base University, the vice presidential candidate, and check out the man's skin.
Labour Party, Papa, Mama, Pikin. Labour Party, forward, 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 ever. Backward, 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 ever. Thank you. I was saying that the reasons, or one of the reasons the country has been going through challenges is because we have not embraced the party that we ought to embrace. And the time of light has come. The time for our El Dorado has come. The period of transformation has come. A period of growth and development has come. The period to move Nigeria from consumption to production has come. A new dawn has come. A new era has come. The era for the youth has come. You see, I not be old man now as national chairman. And you can also see that the vice presidential candidate is not an old man. The vice presidential candidate will not move from one hospital to another hospital. He will not be taken out of that cover to go and receive treatment abroad. His children are in school here, they are not in UK, they are not in London. And the same goes for the presidential candidates, which I'm sure you all know his antecedents. When he was governor in Anambra State, his antecedents are there for you to verify. What he did in the private sectors are also there for you to verify. His character and his discipline is also for you to verify. My job today is simple, to say welcome. And I say welcome. Thank you very much.
Use the back camera.
Let's go to do now to come. Every food. We have a P23 support group led by Okoye, a senior rocket in the making. God bless you, Barisa. You're welcome. God bless you. Isaac Barrett, they're all waiting.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the temperature is rising.
is rising. Before
We're back, of course, here reporting live from the International Conference Center. Of course, this is Obedient TV, and that we have sent Okoro for Mr. Vincent is, of course, executive from the Nigerian Youth for Peter Obi. Well, before you got here, I did say there were a lot of questions to ask you. See the name of your support group. So, Vincent, tell us a bit more about Nigerian Youth for Peter Obi.
Nigerian Youth for Peter Obi is a support network that constitutes the young Nigerians who are out to take back their nation for themselves. And so we are doing everything possible to make sure that Nigeria is taken back from the current politicians that have been that has held us down since 1999. And that's why we've convened ourselves to make sure that Nigeria is taken back from them.
So what has been that effort? Because we're here, I mean, today is a big day, coalition of various support groups. So what is that effort that Nigerian Youth for Peter? Because before you got here, I did mention that it looks as though the movement is resting on the shoulders of the Nigerian youth. So what is that one thing that your support group is doing, in order to sum up, of course, everyone is doing?
Okay, in particular, we are out to conscientize the youth and mobilize them to get into Nigerian politics, to awaken their political consciousness, and to know that indeed Nigeria belongs to them. And that's why our effort is targeted on the grassroots to get down to the young ones who have given up in the Nigerian society, to make sure that their political consciousness is awoken, educate them on the need to come and participate in the Nigerian politics, participate in election, and to also make them know that they are the only people that can change the nation.
How do you see things play out for Nigerian youth after 2023?
Please,
how do you see things playing out for Nigerian youth, both in politics and government after 2023? Looking at the kind of awakening and kind of energy that we're seeing among Nigerians participating in politics.
I personally, I am hopeful that things will play out fine for Nigerian youth, because the kind of energy the Nigerian youth are posing in this dispensation is not like before. And of course, you can see how everybody is getting mobilized. People are spending their money to make sure that our principal gets to Aso Rock. So to me, I am very hopeful that Nigerian youth, it's going to be well with them after 2023. It's going to be a business as usual. I mean, the society is crystal clear to everyone that after 2023, we will be set on our way to have our dream country, Nigeria.
Now, in your support group, because as I was talking to Adesu earlier on, we did look at the statistics from INEC that says the exact number of people who have registered and those who already have their PVCs. Now, give us more insight to this. How many of, let's say, now, what does the youth, the total demographic of youth, in your support group, let's say, for example, percentage of females as regards their male counterparts, and how many of these people who already have their PVCs, or how many of them have registered yet to pick up their PVCs? Let's start from there, because we're talking about action. Everybody's talking about merger support. Let's also look at what is that one thing that states, oh yes, this is action.
Well, currently, I may not say exactly the percentage of people that have gotten their PVC, but we are very much sure that a lot of Nigerian youth are making serious effort to get their PVC, and none of us is planning to relent. We've done our part by registering, and of course INEC has closed their portals, and we are waiting for the time it will start being disbursed. And every one of us, just like I said, the energy that has been pushed in getting ourselves registered will also be placed there in getting our PVC. So currently the percentage, I don't have the exact percentage of them, but I am rest assured, and I'm very hopeful that we are many. We are out. If you see how everything is going, you will know that it's not just business as usual. You get a point. We have some places where people will even bring out their money to host INEC officials to come and then register, and a lot of people are turning out. A lot of people are turning out. I think the last statistics I heard from INEC was about 7 million plus youths, that got registered in this. For us in Nigeria Youth for P2P, we are many.
Right, thank you so much for this episode. Thanks so much for being here. All right, then. Still to come, live feed from the main event. We'll be right back.
This movement, only God knows. Only God operates the obedient movement.
If we want peace and security, we say we don't tire. Everything don't scatter. The time don't come more to make Nigeria great. Let prosperity reign in our nation. Let's build together. Make things better. Now we could change our Niger. It don't do what we don't suffer. Sote. No matter your tribe, no matter your religion, get your PVC. For Peter Obi, for president.
Dignity there for labor.
With Peter Obi and Baba-Ahmed. With Peter Obi, a new Nigeria.
Vote Peter Obi and Baba-Ahmed, Labour Party.
To have a vision is another thing to have strategy for the delivery. And it's the strategy for the delivery of our vision. It is a process that allows also proper planning, budgeting, execution of the plan, supervision, and ensuring delivery of our plan.
8 years later, has Governor Peter Obi's administration performed to par? Has he met his own expectations? Here are the facts. You draw the conclusions. Fact: essentially, he has restored relative peace to the state, creating an enabling environment for inflow of investments and new industries. Fact: he has constructed and rehabilitated over 900 kilometers of roads, giving Anambra perhaps the best rural network roads in Nigeria. Fact: he has opened up communities with the construction of 28 bridges that have enhanced economic activity across the state. Fact: he has revamped the health sector with the construction of the Anambra State University Teaching Hospital and giving grants to missionary health institutions to enhance service delivery. Now, these institutions have gained accreditation. Fact: he returns schools to the missionaries and still funds them, which has influenced the rise in the standard of education in the state. Fact: he was the first to build 2 mini stadia in the state. Fact: he has built the first state secretariat since the creation of state. Fact: he has helped light up Anambra, as it were, by distributing over 1,000 transformers.
God bless all the mothers of this place. Now, lastly, before I leave, I said I must do this. I've been doing this on social media. Peter Obi. You know, my first question, you know, my mom will watching this in the village. I've never been close to a vice president like this. You see what being obedient can cost you? Because when you are obedient, you will be in the good of the So vice president, camera please. Camera please. Make sure you're capturing this moment, mate. This money I'm about to give you is supposed to be for purpose. For my is some his name is Jesse. But I want to give you life and put you in vice president. So, with due respect from me, MC Meeting, I want to give this to you. I just 2,000. You don't reach anything. Dollar sometimes. But I want to give it to you. You go enter campaign. And by the time we announce you for February, I go no say now my 2,000 day inside that. Vice President, please.
My hands are tied. We do not collect in the same way. We are bringing an end what happens on our roads to stop. No more 50 nairas exchanging hand. Nothing will enter my hand here in the same way that if by the grace of God, nothing will enter our hands. So I do apologize. Nothing will enter our hands. I do apologize. Please accept. Please accept my apology. Nothing will enter my hands.
Thank you very much, sir. At least presidential handshake, enter my hand. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is MC Mitty. More and more sensation coming. God bless you.
Nothing will enter his hand. Go and verify. Go and verify. We no give shit. Go and verify. Well, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our vice presidential candidate, who is the next vice president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, come 2023. Before I bring him in, Gunkunkwa Zomana, pick up the microphone from that man. Give me that. Mitty, give that man microphone. Make him turn to go phone so that he can talk to phone and all of us go follow you. Are you obedient? Okay, then go on song. DJ, give him. This man came all the way from Katsina. But he lives in Kano State. He just left 2 days ago from Katsina to Kano. He left from Kano. He come here today. Every day I saw he go. He get one man where they here from Lagos, we give us in duplex, carry his wife, they go rent house outside, taking house, give them for P2B campaign organization. We'll give you.
Sessa,
maza da mata mu shi muke bida yayi mana shugaban ƙasa ta ya za ta yi satin wayar da babu data bita idan ya zo duka Afirka za mu zarta maka binciko tsatsan shi a shugaban ƙasa nan mura mun ji asalin shi gwamnati Najeriya gwamna suna yaba shi a shugaban ƙasa ya da dukan jihar shi gwamnati Najeriya mun gane ba irin shi a shugaban ƙasa shi ke ya sa a shi gwamnati Najeriya ya samu kiran shi a shugaban ƙasa ya yi mana shugaban ƙasa gwamnati Najeriya ya kula da matsalar mu a shugaban ƙasa wannan lafiyar jikin gwamnati Najeriya ilimin da za mu samu a shugaban ƙasa domin sai ta rayuwar mu gwamnati Najeriya na tsaro ƙasa ta samu a shugaban ƙasa mai sha za ya zo gare mu gwamnati Najeriya duk za su samu a shugaban ƙasa wannan noman mu zai kula mu gwamnati Najeriya zai daga martabar mu a shugaban ƙasa.
Please put hands together for him. With my critical ears, I can tell you that this music has the percussion of the Yoruba man, has the lyrics of Hausa man, and has the beating of Igbo man. I could hear Obi, and I can hear all that. And now, please be seated, be seated, be seated. Like the Director General said, this is the very first formal outing of Labour Party synergizing with all the organizations. The vice presidential candidate is going to get something done well. And I tell you, I am sure you know that Jesus is Lord. And I know you know.
shirinsa gyara na kasar mu zai yi ba sa'insa. Ni dai na san Peter Obi ka isa kai da Dr. Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed ku zo ka ku ja mutum da ku ne a gaba. Muna nan tafiyar gaba ko mai canzawa jirgi kake mai fitar da duk talakawa. Tsawa na cikin dare yau ni ganawa margan dutsen fashimta ma ba wasa.
Please clear the walkway. Please clear the walkway.
Kamar wane ba zai zamo ranan ba, nisan jifa na sani karsa ku yi duba. Yawa mai karya dukkanin wani tsirrai, ka ja mu je mu babu mai juyawa.
gentlemen.
Farko da sunan Allah za na fara. Mai yau da gobe kalaman can nasara.
Even Stina is peeping.
Baitintuka na zo yau sa na kara.
This is the triumphant entry. This is a magnificent entry. This is a finally entry. We thank God for His mercy.
Na ba zan yi nusau ba. Dole in jijjiga jam'iyyar mu ba wai ba. Labour Party mun rike ta kwido ba. Mun riga mun samu shugaba.
And ladies and gentlemen, he just got inside here. To God be the glory. Please clear the way, clear the way. Clear the way. Clear the way. Clear the way. Oh my God. I have never seen a thing like this before. Neither have I seen a man so much love. Like a triumphant entry into Jerusalem. Please go back to your seats, please. Go back to your seats, please. Go back to your seats, please. Please go back to your seats.
Get this democracy. As we talk now, so we go be. From today, we must move from consumption to production. Obi-Datti Labour Party. Today, Nigeria must be free. Obi-Datti Labour Party. Today, Nigeria must win. Obi-Datti Labour Party. Keep poverty. Bring security. Obi-Datti, bring back agriculture. Go build hospitals. Give us good schools and good nurses. Obi-Datti Labour Party.
Please be seated. Please be seated. Please go back to your seat, please. Go back to your seat, please. Go back to your seat. I know you are obedient. Please obey. Go back to your seat. I know you can obey. Please go back and sit. Kingsley, please, the DJ, let's have the national anthem.
Nigeria mun yi murna muna dan tafiyar ka babu mai canzawa.
Please go back to your seat. Let's have the national anthem. Go back to your seats, please. Go back to your seats. Let's have national anthem, please. Thank you very much for your understanding. Thank you for the love. Give him some space, please. The weather is friendly. Thank you very much. Go back to your seats. Even the security men are peeping. All right, thank you. DJ, if you are ready, we'll take the national anthem. In the presence of Almighty God, our own incoming President COM 223, Peter Obi is here. We have to take the national anthem and we're going to sing it. In the spirit of rebranding Nigeria, you raise your hand, right hand up, place it on your chest, and we'll sing the national anthem so long as you listen to the lyrics of every word you say. Please be standing for national anthem. Dun, dun. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labors of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace, and unity. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the incoming President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, come 2023, the man I call Mr. Common Man, who has consistently and persistently maintained the name Mr. We welcome you, sir. Yes, sir, Chimankpam Anyampa and my colleagues, we've been waiting and you are here now. God will bless you. And I tell you, it's my pleasure now to bring in the Vice President in waiting. The man who knows the sea route to India. The man who has taken powers and authority from his principals and is coming forward. This is distinguished Senator Obi-Datti Movement.
In the name of Almighty Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, Labour Party forever, great obedience. All right, we just sang, Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey, and you are obeying. You are obedient. Here is another catch. Nigeria's call Obi. Nigeria's call Obi, and he's answering. Nigeria's call and he's answering. Fellow compatriots, in the context of this particular event, which is not a political rally, it's a conference, we have no resource as a nation than our youth. We're here because of you. The youth have fought and won every battle in history as they watch it attributed to their leaders. The youth have developed every country in this planet, and again, they watch it attributed to their leaders. Our party happens to be the only party mentioned in our national anthem. That is not by accident, it is by providence. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. And here is another catch. the labor of our youth present shall never be in vain. What you do now and beyond shall continue to count. What you do now and beyond is what will make Nigeria a great country. What you do now and beyond is that which will unite and bring an end to the sorrow and misery in the land. Again, it is stated in the second stanza, guide our youth the truth to know. And this is what we stand for. This is what we've been doing all our lives. I joined a capable leader who brought a state from number 24 to number 1 in education ranking. We are guiding our youth the truth to know by following this leader. It is the legitimate ambition of our great party to develop education in Nigeria, and we are guiding our youth the truth to know. Personally, to date, I have been instrumental in one way or another in the education of at least 11,000 people. It remains my dream that for the remaining days I have to live, I and my leader and my party to educate at least 110 million Nigerians. We are guiding our youth the truth to know. I joined this party. I sided with my leader because of Nigeria. Below that, it is because of our national unity. And below that is because we want to develop our youth. We are in the business of educating ourselves. I was asked, what have we been doing wrong? And I humbly replied, we have been electing the wrong leaders. In that process of electing the wrong leaders, our beloved Nigerian youth have been, by design and policy, by commitment of resources, forcefully confused, distracted, deprived, disunited. Our youth were also undereducated. Our youth remain malnourished and maltreated. This is what we're here to change. Our youth have been underestimated. Labour Party, His Excellency Peter Obi, my humble self, we are here to restore your honor. Give you back the dignity taken away from you. Give you back the measure of deserved humanity. We want to give you education and discipline. We want to promote understanding and unity. And I want to draw our attention accordingly. Because when it comes to those events, when the time reaches, they make you feel who your enemy is not. Fellow Nigerians, our beloved youth, the other faith is not your enemy. It's your friend. It's your partner in nation building. My boss said we have Nigeria. What we haven't done yet, what we're committing ourselves to do, is to build Nigerians. We are going to build Nigerians. The other divide is not your enemy. The other divide is your friend and partner and co-inhabitant in what Nigeria is today. Electing a good leader is for all intent and purpose bringing prosperity, putting money in your pockets, in your bank accounts. Electing a good leader is bringing security to your doorstep. Electing a good leader is bringing education to your head, health to your body, and those of your beloved ones. We are changing it away from electing a leader is he who will walk away to go and provide security for themselves alone, prosperity for themselves alone, education and healthcare for themselves alone. The time has come to end that. The time has come for Labour Party to bring prosperity and peace to Nigeria. I wish to thank the organizers of this event. I wish to thank my leadership in the Labour Party. Above all, I wish to thank our able leader who was given by Almighty Allah the vision, the strength, and the capacity to take the decision that he took. As it stands now, Nigerian political terrain is yet to fully grasp what has hit it. What has hit the Nigerian political terrain is a wind of change. What has hit the Nigerian political terrain is that wind of reality that is bringing the positive change that we have been asking for so long. A real person, a real leader who has proven what he has been saying. A real leader who has been living what he has been saying. And again, permit me to just go back. My good friend, the MC, I'm sorry I disappointed you. We do not take anything from anybody that is not legit. We are not looking for money in government. We are looking to run a government in money. That money is here in Nigeria. I'm following a business leader who knows how to create wealth. And we're going to create it legitimately. I am that honorable member way back in 2003 who said that the salary of no employee shall be paid into my account, and it stood. Then it was the salary of drivers and domestic staff that will be paid into your salary, and if you like, you pay, if you like, you don't pay. I stood and said, no salary shall go into my account. That is why I will not take money from anybody here. That is why we will not take money from anybody. I am following a leader who keeps saying that there is nothing now he is looking for in this life except to see a peaceful, prosperous nation. I am that honorable member way back then whom houses were sold at Apple. And with due respect to those who bought, I say they haven't done anything wrong. Out of 360 members, one, my humble self, I am the one, that member who did not buy a house in Apple. Go and verify. It pains me when uniformed staff of the federal government of Nigeria in broad daylight will collect money. Each time I see it, my heart breaks. That singular act is as bad as a $20 billion scandal in any ministry, and it happens every day. We are leaders to change it. We are the leaders to change it. I will close by using what the DJ was saying. Our time has come to change and improve and develop Nigeria. Our time has come to realize who our true friends and partners in building Nigeria is. And the time for them who have destroyed Nigeria is up. The time for them to honorably walk away has come. And I will do this by referring not to the story, the legendary story of the Roman Empire, who was again going to cheat by killing the slave general. And the chief said, "Sheath your swords, let it be fought on strength, let it be fought on honor." Those who have denied Nigerian progress for all these years and decades, I call on you to sheath your swords. Those who have lived and prospered by promoting disunity and crisis in Nigeria, I call on you to sheath your swords, because the time has come for you to leave. Those of you who will not allow a credible election to hold, I call on you finally to sheath your swords, because the Obedient Movement, backed by the youth of Nigeria, is here to see Obi take the mantle of leadership of Nigeria. I thank you so much, and God bless.
Fellow Nigerians, some people are born to be prophets of their time. Fellow Nigerian youths, no matter how much you hide a candle in the dark, it must show. Fellow Nigerians, in our hands and right before us, we have a man whom God has anointed to say, "You are Peter, and I'll give you the key to Aso Rock." right before us, a man who has looked into our eyes to say, I am here to create wealth. I am here to make Nigeria a producing nation other than a consuming nation. This is a man who says, don't vote for me because I'm an Igbo man. Vote for me because I have something to offer, not because I'm an Hausa man. And it's my pleasure to present to you the incoming president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And this is Peter Okupe Obi. Oh, boys. Follow me. Let me please be seated. Thank you very much. Let me most sincerely thank the Almighty God that made it possible for all of us to be here today. I thank our vice presidential candidate, the chairman of the party, the leadership of the party, and members of this wonderful family. I sincerely apologize that I might have come here a little bit late. It was not deliberate. It was because of the circumstances I found. Please, I plead that you allow me so that you can listen to me. So, for me, I thank all of you, wonderful people. As I've always said, and you maintain that, and that you are not running for president. You are running for president through us. Our job is to take the power from those who have it and give it back to you. When he was speaking, I have nothing to add except to re-emphasize what he said. When he was speaking, he did say what I've always said.
We have a country called Nigeria, but we don't have Nigerians. What we want to do is to create Nigerians. And the only way to create Nigerians is that we must make people to have hope in Nigeria. And the only way to have faith in Nigeria, and the only way they have faith in Nigeria is that there's hope in Nigeria. You're not asking for too much. This is a great country. God created this country, gave it everything that can make a country great. The only thing that is lacking is a simple thing called leadership. And that is what we intend to provide. We're not trying to do something else. That is what Daddy and I want to provide. Leadership. I just told you, we're not looking for anything. He doesn't want to be vice president of Nigeria, I can tell you. If there's anybody who is allowed to be vice president of Nigeria, he is one. But I asked him, can you look at your children and ask yourself which society do you want them to live in the future? If you cannot build that future, who will build it for them? They are going to be with them anarchy. No. That is why we decided to get involved. And I assure you, and I want you to take note, like I always say, don't think that with the will of the Almighty God that will succeed. Let none of you, I say it every day when I have opportunity, don't think that once you succeed, your job has stopped. That is when you begin your job. Because beyond 2023, we will no longer allow drivers that don't know where we are going. We will remove that driver. We will not allow him to continue. He will go down and we find that driver to continue. Because what we have now, and what is happening in Nigeria is that you don't know where you're going. The driver doesn't know where the vehicle is going. So every road leads us there. But we don't want to worry. All we say is 2023 onwards, we will no longer allow that situation. For now, we will manage it to the end. I'll give you an example why I say so. On 2 occasions, we have a country where 100 million people live in poverty. Where we have 33% unemployment. By the time you match it with unemployment, because when we talk about unemployment, these are the people who don't have a job. If you look at the unemployment, you're talking about 60%. The number of people that are supposed to be working in Nigeria, being a country in quote of 200 million people, is supposed to be 120 million. 60% of your population are supposed to be productive. But as I speak to you, only about 47 million Nigerians are working. So 73 million Nigerians are not doing anything. We live in a country where over 15 million of our young people are out of school. Today, the global average for tertiary institution intake is 38%. In the Western world, it's over 50%. In Nigeria, it is 9%, not even up to a quarter of the global average, and yet they are not in school. They cannot continue. And what people tell you, we live in a country where 200 million people exist only on 4,000 megawatts of electricity. And I tell you how bad it is. The second biggest country in this continent of Africa is South Africa. They generate as much as 50,000 megawatts of electricity, and just last week, the president of South Africa declared emergency on energy, on power generation, and said every citizen can generate up to 100 megawatts of electricity without license. They declared emergency. They already generate 50,000. They declared emergency, and people who are generating only 4,000, no emergency. Just this, Egypt is number 3. Egypt generates about over 50,000 megawatts of electricity. And when you ask, people will say, we have no money. We've been doing and practicing democracy for the past 24 years. Next year it will be 24 years. Within this period, governments at all levels in Nigeria have borrowed over 225 trillion naira. Let me use just 200 trillion naira. 200 trillion naira, because some were borrowed when money was 100, 150, 190, 200. So this is about 600 now. I use an average of 400. That means that if you divide 200 trillion with 400, it will give you approximately $500 billion. If you do that, if you use $500 billion today, 1/5 of it, 1/5, 20% of $500 billion is 100 billion naira. $100 billion. Tony Elumelu Foundation said, and you can go and verify, I'm not a part of Tony Elumelu Foundation. Tony Elumelu Foundation said that for every $5 million they give to For every 5 million they give to entrepreneur, after 1 year, that entrepreneur creates 10 jobs. 10. That means if we are taking just 20% of the money we borrowed over the past 20 years, $100 billion, and shared it to 20 million entrepreneurs, it will be $5,000 each. And if they had created half the job Tony Elumelu said, it will be 5 times 20 million, it will be 100 million, there won't be unemployment in Nigeria. And we are using only 20%, we are using only 20% of money. Now, again, we are generating 4,000 megawatts of electricity. For just 5% of the amount I mentioned as loan, 5%, we've used 20 to create jobs. 5% of it would have $25 billion. $25 billion that have increased our power generation, transmission, distribution from 4,000 to at least 20,000 megawatts. If we have 20,000 megawatts of electricity today, we'll move our manufacturing from under 7% to above 12%, creating at least 5 million new jobs. The list is endless. We are not campaigning yet. We will tell the story when we start campaigning. Using every day. When I said that Nigeria total export is less than $30 billion, you see where they are writing that is wrong. It is not wrong. Go to MBS, Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, released last year. Total export of Nigeria is 18.9 trillion. As of the date I made that statement, dollar was selling for about 650 naira. Go and divide 650 with 18.9, you give 29 point something billion dollars. and verify it. What we're saying, I'm not saying I'm not wrong right here. Wherever I'm wrong, I've apologized. But I'm saying in all my statements, in everything I've said, on all my statements and speeches, if you put all of them together, I have 90%. And if you score, that is the professor. If you score 90%, why are they looking for 10%? When I say we are not a conducive, when we say we are a consuming nation and we must change it, I'll take you back to what I said about export. Yesterday, I had an interview, and somebody said to me, so what do you think about Borno State? You compare it with Vietnam, living on 331,000 square kilometers of land, and 100 million people with 200 million, their export is $312 billion. We couldn't do 10% of their export. And what did they export? They exported clothing. Their clothing export is $32 billion, more than we exported cooking oil, clothing. They exported footwear. So all I wants to do, they exported footwear to save the people in Niger. So all I made the governor of Taraba Sunday. Governor, I said, Governor, that is 2.5 times. If you minus water, that is 2.5 times the country that state is. I said, Governor, you can't feed yourself. You can't feed the country. Netherlands last year, total food agricultural export is $120 billion. So if Niger State with 2.5 times their size had just done 1% of what they did in export, it will be $1.2 billion multiplied by 600, $720 billion, 5 times the budget of Niger State. We cannot continue to live like this. We are a country. Our position is simple. All Obi-Datti wants to do is to move this country from consumption to production. Thank you and God bless you.
Mama, una, mama, una. Kajamu muje yau ana kagan sa irinsa ya na gasar mu zai yi ba sa'insa Obina please Ibe na san Peter Obi ka isa kai da Dr. Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed ku zo ku ja mutum da ku ne a gaba Kuna muna nan tafiyar gaba bu mai
All right, please be seated. Thank you very much. Let's continue with the program. Please, cameraman, take a shot and leave. Please, the cameraman, take a shot and leave. Thank you very much. Is it possible you leave that arena? Our security guys are very friendly because you're obedient. There will be so much time for photographs. And as soon as the campaign starts all over, you have numerous team. Please allow him a space. I beg. Please give him a space. The security man, please, could you do us that favor? Do your job. Please. Please. Give him space, please. I know you know that COVID-19 is still on. Don't mind how people might pretend about it. It is against the protocol that you talk to our president while the function is on. That's why he does not like going. Don't take his simplicity for granted. Thank you for your understanding. A wonderful set of people. The man who has garnered all the support groups together, Dr. Marcel Ngbeyi, the chairman coalition for Peter Obi, to now make the presentation of the official launching and coming together. Please stop this clustering around. Please, these photographs can be taken. We're here for more serious businesses. Thank you very much, Marcel. Ngogbe, please. Please put your hands together for him. And I have a car key that the security man just brought to me. In case you have lost your car key, come towards the press gallery there and with proof of ownership.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. His Excellency, Mr. P2B, Senator Yusudati Ahmed, Comrade Abure Julius, the National Chairman for Labour Party, and all protocols duly observed. This event today was an instance of our able party under the leadership of Comrade Julius Abure, who has considered it very useful to recognize the effort of the support groups that have been working with all the stakeholders. The Coalition for P2B is a self-funded independent organization, and it's very important we make this clear. In this particular occasion, we are not doing any campaign. It is purely a leadership summit. Most people you see here are people that are meeting each other for the very, very first time. As at May, when we consider the 1 million man march, most of us were just talking to each other through WhatsApp, Twitter, and all that. And we trusted each other. People from different parts of the country raised money. We transferred money to people's accounts just based on their virtual presence, and they delivered across board. What has this proven? The Coalition for P2B has proven over time that it has the capacity to deliver when it comes to mobilization to the grassroots. We have also proven that we are following the footsteps of His Excellence in terms of prudence, expenditure of resources, transparently disbursed to all stakeholders. The National Chairman of the Labour Party has given us all the necessary support that we needed. We have been involved in some strategic projects with the party, the first of which was the voters' education project during the INEC registration exercise. We've also worked with the party in the zonal harmonization structure, where the Coalition for P2B team were mobilized across the country to meet the state party chairman. And this is the third thing that we're doing with the national chairman. And I want to say a very big thank you to Comrade Julius Abure for considering us worthy of this endeavor. Thank you so much, sir. I want to request all the support group members here to please stand up and let us give him a resounding ovation. We have done all this, and we have to be very honest and open to each other. We have our challenges. And our challenges has primarily been that some of the people that you see on the field has been doing most of these things with their mega resources, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And we are taking our time now to call on the secretary of the coalition. We wanted to move further. We are preparing for the work ahead. This is the first time we are coming together and we are seeing each other face to face, and it builds more confidence and we are more energized and we are moving further. We're preparing for the task ahead. So I want to call the secretary of the coalition to come over to unveil the next initiative that we have. Thank you. Dr. Stina, please come on stage.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to stand on the existing protocol for the sake of time. I'm here this afternoon to present a succinct explanation of the most recent project of the Coalition for Peter Obi. As you have heard before, The coalition for Peter Obi is more like an umbrella body of the support groups who have agreed to work together towards a common front. Please, media, can you assist in the slides? The project that the Coalition for Peter Obi have put together this season is the Boots on the Ground campaign. This project, we are estimating 1 million boots on ground to campaign for the Labour Party. Okay, so basically what this project, I'll just run through the project because I've been asked to stick to 2 minutes. What we are going to do in this project is basically to go into the street and ensure that the voting population, particularly those who do not have access to the kind of media presence that we have at the moment, those that are commonly known as the grassroots, they will be able to identify the logo. So basically what we're going to do, we are all going into the field and we will teach them the Peter Obi, the Labour Party logo. That is why we call the project the Mama Papa Pikin project. We are teaching them the logo, the common features of the logo, which is the family inside a wheel. And at the end of the day, we'll make sure that they do something what we call a voters rehearsal. In this rehearsal, we will ensure that they know how to thumbprint at the right spot, so we have as much as possible limited voided votes on the part of the Labour Party. Thank you very much.
Labour Party, now we are all obedient. And we are going to show that, we are going to demonstrate that obedient people are orderly. We obey directives, we obey the rule of law, we are not disorderly. The presidential candidate and his vice presidential candidate have another assignment and they will take their leave now. I want everybody to remain where they are. If you want to sit down, you can sit down. If you want to stand up, you can stand up. This I must be clear. This is where we demonstrate whether we're obedient or we're not obedient. You can wave, you can take pictures, but nobody will come on this I. Is that correct? So, with your permission, Mr. President in waiting and the Vice President in waiting, you have the permission of the House to depart. I will stay because there's still a lot of things we have to do. Nobody needs to follow them except their aides. Nobody needs to follow them except their aides, please. Acclamation, acclamation. Okay, thank you so much. With the permission of the leadership of the party, please, we will kindly request that we sit down. Thank you. Please, can we sit down, please? Thank you. So we have our team of volunteers that will be coming around within the crowd. And what we're basically doing is to ask for support for the project that we're launching. Now, this support will be of free will. So we have a team of volunteers, they will come around, and we are asking that the aspirants here with us and the leadership of our able party will support us with whatever they have for the next project. Thank you so much. The MC.
Labour Party is available. Our sorrow is a destination. Without people on the structure, our new Nigeria is our desire. Our resolve is unshakable. Our dream is possible.
All right. Please bear in mind that the national chairman of the party is still here, and the director general campaign organization is still here. Please, one of the reasons we are here, we've not done it, is important. Please, you work with us. Various support groups are here to unveil this, and I have the singular honor of inviting the leadership of Like Minds for Peter Obi Limpo to come forward, Ekene Nwakuche and Daniel Wilbert, to talk to us about the way forward. The Like Minds for Peter Obi, Ekene Nwakuche and Daniel Wilbert. We're expecting you now, please. But bear in mind, we have please Ekene for Like Minds. While Ekene is ready, Like Minds. We invite Nigeria Needs P2B NMPO, Dr. Justin Okechukwu Kingland. Please let us be orderly, like the DG said. All these cross-carpeting and movements from one angle to the other, taking photographs, negates why we are here. Please. Take back Nigeria. TBN group, please come forward. Blessing Ezekoli. Blessing Ezekoli.
What do you want us to talk about?
It's unfortunate that you are not obedient. The leadership of the party is here. You people are still standing. Pockets of discussions here and there at the expense of what we're doing. Those ones at the eye, I don't know what you are doing there. Please, if you're a photographer, take a shot and leave that position. Please, we are begging all groups, please get ready to make a commitment to the glory of God. Now, Ekene is here to Kenenunu.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols observed. The party chairman and the DG Peter Ahmed campaign organization. Ladies and gentlemen, support groups here. Like minds for Peter Obi. I see all of you from the 36 states of the Federation and FCT. I thank my FCT group for being here with me today. I thank everybody here for the support. So, like for Peter Obi is, we call ourselves the seed group for the Peter Obi presidential ambition. Because we started this thing. We started this whole Peter Obi drama or political ambition. Sometime in February or March 2022, we purchased expression of interest for Peter Obi in PDP. So when he told us he was going to Labour, we moved to Labour with him, and we moved in full force. When we were in PDP, we were only in about 13 states, but now that we're in Labour, we can beat our hand to our chest and say that we're in the 6 states of the Federation and the FCT, and we're in over 600 local governments as of today. So what Like Mind is doing for the Peter Obi campaign organization is that we are mobilizing the grassroots. The CPO that you see today was a bad child of Like Mind and Take Back Nigeria. We came together and formed the CPO, and we invited other groups to join us. So every success of every activity that you see today was the dream of a young man called Jack and his group, and another young man called
The support group. Student they brought the right people.
I swear.
I just finished. I'm about I applied in the master's university, but due to the strike, so we are waiting for them to resume school.
Wow. Yes, we're ready. Oh, stand by. One. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're still here at the International Conference Center, live in Abuja, and of course, it's still the Labour Party and of course the CPO summit. You know, now we've had a lot. Okay, we've had a lot from various support groups. It's been amazing inside at the event, and we have with us here Obasi Junwa Confidence. She's also one of the executive members for Student for Peter Obi. Welcome. Now, it's good to have you here. Well, when you introduced yourself as well, because I said, well, let me rephrase that statement. There's no better time to talk about school, academics, education than now. I mean, this is the heat of it. You all know the current situation we are still in the country. Students have been home for over 5 months, if I'm not mistaken, 5 months thereabout. And now we have you here representing students, supporting for Peter Obi. So tell us a bit more about this support group.
Now, this support group is
okay.
States. We're just going trying to get out. Because the students have
continuously went on the streets, the air that blew, and incident strike. And now before I go to that strike, I want to tell you I actually have undergone almost through the series of educational pattern of Nigeria. When I see this, I've been in primary school, I've been in college of education, and I've been in the university. And currently, I'm going for my master's because I intend to be a lecturer. So in all of this, I've had an experience. I spent 4 years in a course I'm supposed to spend 2 years and 8 months in college of education. And I went for a direct entry to university, and I spent 4 years in a course I'm supposed to spend 3 years. So you see, the strike has caused a menace that is in the heart of each and every student or everybody that passes through Nigerian universities. It's has become a bane, or it's has become something you must expect when you're going to the university. You have to count extra 1 or 2 years you're going to spend outside your normal years. Not that you're having carryover. It just has become a national issue that should be focused on. So we are sending a child in university of Nigerian university. Have this in mind. If that child is having a 4 years course, you should just make an arrangement of 6 years course.
But do you think we're going to be seeing any change in that? Because I think you must have experienced it. I didn't experience it. Everyone has experienced it. But going forward, do you think we're going to see any change in Labour Party?
Sadly, I believe so much. I don't believe change. And I want to tell you this thing. At a certain point in my life, I lost hope in Nigeria. Those who know me will say, no are waking your spirits. I've lost hope that Nigeria will ever be good in terms of education, economical execution. I've lost hope until the emergence of I begin to watch his thoughts.
Certainly, there's plan for young people. You know, because he mentioned earlier before we had you, lots of different members of coalitions who have been. You see that the movement is resting on the shoulders of young people. Yeah. So what is it like, because yes, we know students are on strike, and sometimes with young people it's hard to tell who is where, but that's not the case. The energy is all time high, and a lot of people are really saying, young people specifically are saying, you know what, it's Obi or nothing. Yeah. So what's the feedback we're getting from young people, especially from our support group?
Any reasonable Nigerian student is with Obi because they need to have a lot to do. If he does not emerge as the next president of Nigeria because of his vice president well equipped with educational mandate, and that is where we stand at today. Any student is not supporting Obi. The student is either not a student or in the school trying to play out.
All right, thank you so much for joining us here on set today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having you. Thank you. All right, then we'll take reactions, and as you know, we're coming to a close of the entire thing today, the summit. But we'll be taking more reactions from members of various support groups, as well as we'll be having our very own Mirabel give us a lowdown. We'll be right back as we take our next guests.
$5 million in Kenya, another one 50 million in Kenya. This is the third in Africa system. I mean, Echo Radio, where we use.
His name is High Chief Peter.
Projects in our hand. For now,
we'll just be launching with a 500,000, but we'll come again because we have a big project in our hands.
Thank you, Echo. And let's have the next group. Tell us name your group. Tell us what you've been doing, what you hope to do now, and your commitment. 2 minutes, please.
Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Bako Nanz.
So here on Obidient TV, here at International Conference Center for the Labour Party Summit. You know, taking into account the summit today, having to talk to people to find out what is it about the Peter Obi movement that made them part of it. And I'm here, also join us here on set is High Chief Peter Ahmed, the national chieftain of the Labour Party. Good evening and welcome to set.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, let me get your reaction. Going by everything that you've seen today, what does that tell you ahead of the elections in 2020?
What are the tasks?
What does it tell you? Going by the energy that you've seen here today, the turnout, the expectations of people, what does it say ahead of what we're going to see?
In fact, apart from the energy that was seen here today, it must be stated clearly that as a politician that I've been member of several, I can tell you that the current leadership, the current lead that the Peter Obi campaign has, as the candidature has, no other candidate has. Since we mobilize so much resources in billions, like it was done for the Buhari Media Center, you know, all those kind of media centers that will be open across Nigeria, and payment must be made to these media centers so that they can mobilize them to take over the online system, online platforms within the federal capital, the culture of the federal government of Nigeria. But in the case of Peter Obi, the momentum has been organic. It has gone from his own control to the control of those who control Nigeria, which are the Nigerian citizens. And they have been able to take over power. So he's having the lead in a very fundamental way. And that is a big advantage going into the race. Because while you see our friends in the two campaign groups, our friends who have served with me before, they tell me that all they discuss about is the emergence of Peter Obi. They tell me these are verifiable facts. They tell all they discuss in their meeting is how to stop Peter Obi. Because that's why you go to the media, the APC is talking about Peter Obi supporters are doing this. These are things that they are ordinarily doing and people are overlooking it. It has now become an issue to try to blackmail our own campaign. And if you go to the PDP that Peter Obi, so why people should be curious how two major parties who call themselves major, so-called major, are not discussing parties that they have claimed under structure. Because they are two principal political parties in Nigeria. And none of them have presidential candidates, apart from one. So why are the other one not sort of discourse? It is because Peter Obi, as a current stand, is the leading presidential candidate for 2023 election.
Right. Now, clearly, before we had you here, we've received members of various support groups. And let's talk about the new Nigeria, because you can see the energy is different. The energy is different. One of the reasons why we're here today, today's summit focus is about youth, governance, and a new Nigeria. So tell us, what is the new Nigeria like with the emergence of Peter Obi and Labour Party on the scene?
The kind of new Nigeria that we're going to get from this whole movement is that the Nigerian people will decide their fate. They'll go to the ballot box and have their vote, they cast their vote and have their vote counted for a candidate of their choice. In many years before now, elections were not really representing the wishes and true interest of the people. In many years before now. And because Nigerian electorate for the first time, they are seeing light at the end of the tunnel. That when they follow this route, that Nigeria will be safe. And that this is for the young people, like he has always said, like everybody has always said. The energy here is electric and it is organic. And it is so energizing that you know that these people believe in the mantra that Peter Obi is the person that can save the country. And it is not just a belief. The man has already put in new work that will be redefined and incorporated into the international scenario. And you should go and verify this article. He's a president, he becomes a president. It will be our first president that can be quoting statistics without looking in the books. And you know the problem of the people before the time. So the hope and aspiration of the Nigerian people are very high. And for me, 2023 will be a new dawn, will be a new beginning, will be a new start for the establishment of development, of growth, and of prosperity for our people.
Well said. This one, you want to add anything else?
Nothing really. I think he's said the
Said it all.
thing. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Delighted to have you. Thank you. And we'll be right back. As we said, more reaction is coming. Stay tuned. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yes.
My pleasure.
Obidient family, well, we are members of the Incredible People's Voice for P2OB. We have been in existence since February, working around making sure that he participates, and not only participating, that he wins. Eventually, when he left, he continued to be with him. Already have budgeted to print a minimum of 20,000 posters and flyers for him. We are based in Lagos. We are to a large extent a think tank group. We create ideas, we spread them all over the place. We had media outs, part-time with us, the television and some other television stations, speaking on behalf of this new vision for Nigeria. So the Credible People's Voice will commit an additional 500,000 to this. We came from Lagos.
Wonderful. So we take a cue from the credible people and come here. Please tell us your ways and then how you're able to move there.
Okay, you are ready.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mrs. Ada Omayam, the convener of Women in Nigeria.
Reporting live for Obidient TV, live from the International Conference Center. I've got with me a guest in the house, and of course, you know, it's been all about coalition of support groups. A lot has been happening here today. We say big energy. There's been so much. We've had the principal of the party. We've had his, of course, the vice presidential candidate, and right now we have an executive from the Credible Leadership. Good to have you here, sir.
Thank you.
Great.
Not yet.
Exactly. Now, we've seen so much going on. It's like a mesh of energy. Previous guest just said the energy is electric. Because it seems as though there's so many support groups. So how do we make sure that, you know, we're all in line, no one falls off? What's that one goal we have? You know, because in order for us to continue with this energy, we need to make sure that we put enough effort into staying together. Yes.
That's correct. You know, one thing that's brought us together is the desire to have Nigeria back. The desire to have a working Nigeria. The desire to see the country we can hold and proudly look at. So that's what brought us together. And this is genuine, organic. Yes, probably. And that's we are not paid. I think that alone that has brought us here will also keep the momentum going. And you know, when I would be afraid if this momentum is if we were forced to do this or we were encouraged to do this. No, this is a fight to take back. A fight to have a working nation. A fight to see that we have a country that we a country that can compete with other countries globally. That's the fight for it. So, and every young man, every young woman you see here today is the same thing that I'm them here. So, the energy is going down nowhere. The power is going nowhere. Why? Because this is one act of sincerity, genuinity. So you talk about going down. No. The energy is going nowhere. We are here.
Your heart says, is that what you're seeing?
Very sure. You see, for a long time we have had leaders who are not credible. We have had leaders who go there for their
service rules. You have had leaders who care no about the ordinary people. But today, credible leadership is pushing and rooting for men and women who are competent, who are credible, who have capacity, who have the vision to drive development, to give evidence of democracy to their people. Obi is the first. And I can tell you that Obi is Obi in everywhere in Nigeria. And credible leadership, our duty is to them out. Give them our money. We are everywhere in the system of the nation, and we are taking our pain down to the grassroots. So that's what we present. We started to do, and I can tell you that we continue. After supporting, there is one thing that represents us. After supporting you, when you get to the seat, we turn and become a pressure group. The pressure is to ensure that all the campaign promises, all the things of democracy that you are supposed to do by the law, that you will ensure that you get that done. So that's all. Thank you, ladies, for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, it is a privilege. I consider that a privilege. Thank you.
I met you. As they've all said, the energy here is really contagious.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Thank you. Don't worry, you will take this in the command. So, okay. Okay, guys. You're opening. Okay. And one. Okay, we are now in one.
Have 300,000 naira.
We're back, and of course, as I mentioned before we left, we're still more reactions, and I brought Mr. Brown, who's an obedient. Of course, and Mr. Okupe, also an obedient. Now, the shocking thing about Mr. Obedient individuals is that they don't necessarily belong to any support group. They're actually individually obedient. Pleased to meet you guys. Yes. So, how did you become an obedient? Because if you were supporting and say, how did this start? But how did you become an obedient? And how did you know? Yes, it was okay to pledge straight because of the movement.
Let's see. As for me, I was a member of it. Yes, and I was following him. When he left, I had to leave. So as for me,
I want better seeing a man that can take us to where we want. Honestly, I'm going to follow people to bring the right news. If people decide to leave Labour Party today, I'm living with him. Honestly. So I'm fully obedient and I'm forever.
So it's not about the party, it's about the person.
No! Fuck this party taking us to Nigeria. It's about the personality, it's about this person, this character. He's a very transparent man. I love him. And of course, I can decide to. I'm not supporting him.
Let me ask you, what is it about that makes you think and believe that this is the passion that will take our from where we are to where we want to be?
Okay, it's a pleasure being here anyways. And it talks about it today. Every time I hear him speak, somebody that speaks like he has this passion for the country. You know, he has studied government of this country so well, and he has seen that people are just actually in that office without even the knowledge, without even the ability, the zeal, the passion for the people. You know, some people confidently, without even O-level certificates, granting them the position to be on that seat. You know? But see where Peter Obi talks about his capabilities. I'm from another state. I'm not going to write this anyways. He's from my state. But see him talking about his passion for this country. There was a time he was speaking on channel. He said he went to I think that was New York, Texas, when he went to see his son. You know, his son wasn't even available for him to see the father. That is how busy the son is. When people were saying the son was you know, when he won that Biafra stuff, when people were trying to, you know, he was, that's the point. That point he made it there was very clear because he saw that his family don't even, he's not even doing this because of family or personal reasons.
He's real, you know, what
He should.
make sure, yes.
Yeah, he has gone to the grassroots of humanity. If you see him, you all know how he is. So when it came to the children, everybody was expecting from one end. But he still told us as a human and follow the next end. You see, people were just surprised. This is the kind of person, we need this angel. This is an angel coming to save us. And we have to take it.
Amazing.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. I will admit I'm inspired by your drive. So many individuals who do not necessarily have to belong to any support group. It means that you must have been really immersed in this movement. Thank you so much, Mr. Brown and Mr. Okoye. It was a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much. More reports coming, more reactions. Stay tuned and do not go away.
That each foreign state we undertake the erecting of billboards in all the states across the nation. As I talk with you now, our Rivers State chapter is not only ready to erect one billboard, but they're ready to erect 3 as at the moment. And coming to the local government level, we have tasked with our local government with procuring for labor in all local governments where they exist. And then our ward level, please. Our ward level, we have decided to get public address system, getting ready for the period coming forward for what we call Onam evangelism, that is the door-to-door campaign. For this project of Mama Pikin, we will want to support with just 200 to get it going. Thank you.
Please, this event, we have less than 3 minutes to stay here. Your group and your donation. We don't want to hear because we know what it takes to do campaign. Just tell us your group, the name of your group, and how much. Anything more than that will shut you down.
Thank you, sir. We are highly obedient and we are moving straight to your instruction. My name is all protocols duly observed. My name is Mr. Olagan.
Welcome back. Still here, and I've got Alhaji Sani Abdul Salam. Now he is the Gombe State Chairman for the Labour Party. Good evening to you, sir.
Welcome.
Yes, it's been all day. I mean, we've been here all day monitoring progress, taking reactions, getting feedback from various members of support group, and now you, of course, Gombe State Chairman, Labour Party. So how's the movement been like in Gombe State?
Wow, wonderful. That's a good question. The Labour Party in Gombe, they are moving forward fastly. And the people in Gombe State, they collect Labour Party more than any party in Nigeria.
Wow.
The reason, because all the northern Nigeria, no people Gombe State, all northern Nigeria, especially my northeast. I'm from northeast, Gombe is from northeast. The Labour Party is moving forward in northeast. It's not the only Gombe State. Because the northern politicians, they are light for us, we youth, about the light, water, education, and the road. Since Sardauna, up to now, we don't have water, we don't have good education, we don't have road, we don't have anything in northern Nigeria. So, youth of northern Nigeria, they are tired about this kind of politicians. So that is why we come to bring the diamond that Almighty Allah create in Igbo land. That means Peter Obi. Peter Obi is the diamond that Almighty Allah create in Igbo land. So no any tribalism, no any religious sentiment or whatever. Peter Obi as a Messiah to come rescue Nigeria in the critical condition that we are. There's something that accepts now. If I house now, I am planning. Now I'm going to the market to buy a mudu of the rice. If the seller tell me it's 1,000 naira, I'm telling him, so I'm Hausa man, why I'm planning man, the president of Nigeria does the planning. So because I'm planning, reduce the price for me. Reduce for me? They don't reduce for me. Check about police station. Because I am a Hausa man, I cannot reduce the price of the oil. They're for me. So all Nigeria will suffer together. We facing this challenge and we try to rescue Nigeria in that critical condition. So that is why all the northern Nigeria youth, they are coming join here together. We both Peter Obi. Sometimes the politicians using religions as a weapon to win election. So now northern Nigeria want to stop this because we northern youth, we know Islamic education, some they are not Christian education. Christian education in Bible say anything you have, share with your neighbor. The Quran say, Almighty Allah cannot accept you as a good man until your neighbor accept you as a good man. So that religion, they show us we don't head back to move forward. Let me tell you something that many people don't know this. In the Islamic history, I'm not here for the preaching for Islamic Bible or whatever. But I want to say this because of the time that say it. In the Islamic history, that Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was starting preaching Islamic religion in Mecca. So they have a leader from Mecca that's starting killing Muslim people, killing, and do not allow them to do their religion. The Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam by himself, he said, go to the Habasha, they have one king. This king, they follow Jesus' religion. This king is giving you the freedom of religion. The people that go to the Habasha and go meet the king, and king give them freedom of religion. The kings are Christians. So they have something that the time that the war happened, the Roman and the Roman and the one tribe, The Roman, they are Christians, and the Muslims are very angry because the people they are killing Christians. Because Christian religion and the Islamic religion were together, all the religion will need peace.
Yes. So I think it's an honor to have you here, first of all, I must say, because this is a good feedback. You know, it's been hard for us to be able to tell what the Northern Nigerian youth are thinking about this movement, and knowing now that all hands are joined together, everybody is cooperating to move this movement forward. Is a very good and welcome development. So I want to say thank you. Because of time, we might not be able to take more questions with you, but I want to thank you, Alhaji Sani Abdul Salam, who is the Gombe State Chairman for Labour Party. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you very much for being here. All right, so we'll be right back.
To have a vision is rather than to have a strategy for the delivery. And it's a strategy for the delivery of our vision. It is a process that allows also proper planning, budgeting, execution of the plan, supervision, and ensuring delivery of our plan.
8 years later, has Governor Peter Obi's administration performed to par? Has he met his own expectations? Here are the facts. You draw the conclusions. Fact: essentially, he has restored relative peace to the state, creating an enabling environment for inflow of investments and new industries. Fact: he has constructed and rehabilitated over 900 kilometers of roads, giving Anambra perhaps the best rural network roads in Nigeria. Fact: he has opened up communities with the construction of 28 bridges that have enhanced economic activity across the state. Fact: he has revamped the health sector with the construction of the Anambra State University Teaching Hospital and giving grants to missionary health institutions to enhance service delivery. Now, these institutions have gained accreditation. Fact: he returns schools to the missionaries and still funds them, which has influenced the rise in the standard of education in the state. Fact: he was the first to build 2 mini stadia in the state. Fact: he has built the first state secretariat since the creation of state. Fact: he has helped light up Anambra, as it were, by distributing over 1,000 transformers.
If we want peace and security, we say we don't tire. Everything done
for labor.
With Peter Obi and Baba-Ahmed. With Peter Obi, a new Nigeria.
Vote Peter Obi and Baba-Ahmed, Labour Party.
To have a vision is another thing to have strategy for the delivery. And it's a strategy for the delivery of our vision. It is a process that allows also proper planning, budgeting, execution of the plan, supervision, and ensuring delivery of our plan.
8 years later, has Governor Peter Obi's administration performed to par? Has he met his own expectations? Here are the facts, you draw the conclusions. Fact, essentially, he has restored relative peace to the state, creating an enabling environment for inflow of investments and new industries. Fact, he has constructed and rehabilitated over 900 kilometers of roads, giving Anambra perhaps the best rural network roads in Nigeria. Fact, he has opened up communities with the construction of 28 bridges that have enhanced economic activity across the state. Fact, he has revamped the health sector with the construction of the Anambra State University Teaching Hospital and giving grants to missionary health institutions to enhance service delivery. Now, these institutions have gained accreditation. Fact, he returns schools to the missionaries and still funds them, which has influenced the rise in the standard of education in the state. Fact, he was the first to build 2 mini stadia in the state. Fact, he has built the first state secretariat since the creation of state. Fact, he has helped light up Anambra as it were by distributing over 1,000 transformers